Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing great. In this video, I will be discussing the tools at the top of the PixelLab application interface. I already discussed in detail the tools at the bottom in a separate video. So, if you haven't watched that video yet, you should definitely check it out. I've put the link of the video in the description below. And don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and share the video. Have a nice watching. Okay. So, I'm going to start with the quick edit icon button right here. Now, before we start, I want you to know that when the app is in portrait orientation, you see the plus icon button first with the edit icon starting on the next row. But in the landscape orientation, you see the edit icon first. Also, when no object or text is selected, the edit and delete icon button fades out to show the word PixelLab written in a script font. Okay, let's go back. When an object or text is selected, the edit and delete button appears. When you click on this button, you have a drop-down menu of icons with different functions. The icons in the drop-down menu differs from each other when either a text or object is selected. I'm sure we are familiar with most of the icons here as we've discussed them in the previous video. When a text is selected, the drop-down menu consists of edit, copy, text size, rotate, relative position, color, to front and to back icon button. When an object is selected, the drop-down menu consists of copy, relative size, relative position, rotate, to front and to back icon button. The delete icon button here is used to remove any text or object in the PixelLab canvas. The undo icon button is used to undo an action. The zoom tool is used to magnify or reduce the view of your drawing canvas. This is the grid tool. This tool is a very important tool in PixelLab, especially for graphic designers that want to design a logo and also align texts and objects on the canvas. When you click on the grid icon button, we have a 3x3 grid lines crossing the canvas by default and two icons that pop up at the bottom of the drawing area. We have this icon that looks like an horseshoe magnet. This icon button helps our texts and objects to snap to the grid, or in simple terms, it allows texts and objects to be positioned to the closest intersection of the grid. It assists in the precise graphic alignment of elements. We also have this icon button called the grid configuration button. It is used to configure the number of vertical and horizontal grids as well as their position on the canvas. This is used to add a vertical grid line after a selected grid line. This is used to add an horizontal grid line after a selected grid line. This one is used to delete a selected grid line whether it is vertical or horizontal. This one is used to adjust the position of a selected grid line. From here, you can manually enter the number of vertical and horizontal guides you want on the canvas. This is the Layers icon button. It is simply a panel where we can see all our objects on the canvas in the order they were created. It is where we handle layered tasks like locking, deleting, hiding, editing, and merging objects. We can also rearrange the objects in the Layers panel by sliding the far left side of the layer. We can select layers using the Layers Select icon. When we click the Layer Select icon, some functions spread out, which are the Delete, Edit, Merge, and Done icon. The Layer Edit icon, when clicked on, pops up some basic functions like Rotate, Relative Size, Relative Position, Layer Hide, and Layer Lock. The Merge icon button is used to combine multiple layers into a single layer. Now, how to unmerge? Actually, there is no button to unmerge in PixelLab. Well, don't panic. The only way you can unmerge in PixelLab is to press the undo button, and that is if you haven't restarted the application yet. The undo button allows you to undo the last action that was performed, which would undo the merge. Note that the Layer Edit, Layer Merge, and Delete button won't work unless you select one or more layers. This green icon is the layer handle icon. It is used to adjust or collapse the size of the layers panel to prevent obstruction when working on your canvas. The Done button that looks like a mark button closes the Layer Select panel. The plus icon button here is a quick add button used to add text, current date, sticker, shapes, images from gallery and a shortcut to draw. The Save icon button is used to save the project either as a PixelLab project or as an image. As a PixelLab project, you can always come back to edit it if you like. When saving as an image, you can save as a PNG or JPG file. You can also choose the quality of your rendered image. The Share button is used to share the image across various social media handles. The Quotes button is used to add quotes which are available in the app to the drawing canvas in form of text. There are 2 languages of quotes available: English and French language. The English quotes has 7 categories with a lot of quotes in each of them. And I must say, these quotes are very amazing. You definitely need to check them out. They're quite inspiring, though not everything. I mean, we have a section here under the English quote called Absurd which kinda have a sense of humor. When you click on a quote, it appears nicely on the canvas. The last feature we are going to discuss is the drop-down menu. There is virtually nothing to discuss here as we've discussed some of them earlier and some in the previous video. And the rest of the items in the menu are stuffs that you can easily understand. Anyways, let me still go over them. You pick images from your gallery from here, you toggle to full screen from here, you use an image from a snapshot taken directly from your camera. Export image is the same thing as save image. This is used to configure the image size of your canvas. Contact the developers of the app by pressing this. This tutorial link will lead you to a playlist on YouTube that were put by the developers on how to use PixelLab. Remove ads from here, recover autosaves from here. From here you can open a PixelLab project. Basic info about the app available here. Then finally, you can exit the app by pressing the exit button. Yeah, so that's all for this video. Thank you very much for staying with me to the end. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification bell. This is to remind you when I drop another amazing video. You can also ask me anything in the comment section. Do well to share the video too. Thanks a lot. Take care and I'll see you next time.